What's going on, world? My name's Sean, also known as Congratulate, and today we're going to be going over the Valorant beta. These are going to be some tips and tricks, some nice to knows about the game. If you're struggling, in the beta, trying to get some kills, trying to get some W's, hopefully these will help you out. Or if you're just waiting for those drop gods to grace you with the drop, then you'll be at a better advantage, hopefully. So to start out, this is your main menu. You have your just your regular screen. You have your collection, right, where you can find all of your skins, and you can attach your gun buddies, which are your little charms, your sprays. Now these sprays change. You don't have it for the entire game, right? So this is while the game's active. This is during the buy phase, and this is after you get the W or the L for that round. You can go in here, change your player card as well. Pretty simple. You can scope out the agents, see all their abilities, activate contracts for them as well. This is a nice screen. I would definitely suggest going into this screen first and seeing who you would want to play, and compare their abilities. And that's pretty much it for this screen. Play obviously is just for you to queue up. You have your lobby here. You can create a custom game mode as well. Career is just going to show you your match history, and we're just not going to talk about that at all. And obviously your store. So moving into it, we're going to go to our practice tool, and I really like playing with the shooting test tool for a warm-up, or spike diffuse on hard bot difficulty. Hard bot difficulty on spike diffuse I'll cover another video on, and that will test your abilities greatly. Shot placement, how well you check corners, everything. And my go-to for that, we're not even going to delve into it. So let's just go straight into the shooting range. Nice little loading screen here. Amazing music. Riot did a fantastic job with that. But yeah, I mean, I've been playing the beta for 3 days now. I never really got into CS:GO. I've always wanted to, but people were just always at a really high skill ceiling. And getting the beta access to this, I do fairly well for myself. So you just pick any champion you want. I really don't use my abilities because I pretty much know all the champions now. But we'll just go with my girl Viper. And this is a lot of fun. So you can buy any weapon here. You got your pistols, your shotguns, your SMGs, your rifles, sniper heavy. You guys can read, so I don't need to go over any of that. But there's a couple of things here. If you look into your left-hand corner, you press F3. You can change, you can spawn the bots. They're just going to be there statically, and you just, go over like that. I really don't prefer that. It's not that much of a challenge. It is what it is. I prefer to do the skills test, right? And you have a very small time frame of killing each bot. So that's what I like to do. But let's get into the nit and gritty that everyone wants to know about. Everyone always has a hard time learning, and that's going to be your shot placement, your spray patterns. So we're just going to come over here. You just take a small little left out of the shooting range, and you have your meters right here. You're never going to go above 50 meters. So this is, let's say you walk around a corner, right? You got an enemy right there. Bam. Okay. Now, a lot of this game is either controlling your recoil, doing burst fire, or single fire, right? From what I've been learning over the course of my 3 days is that you don't want to hold down your trigger, obviously, because it just starts going crazy. Your shots are all over the place. It makes it really hard to you don't have that much time, and if your enemy has a better shot placement than you, then you're gonna catch that L pretty quickly. So I'm not gonna control my recoil. I'm not gonna hold down you know, once I start shooting, we're just gonna go, let's go out 10 meters, okay? And we'll just hold on the trigger and see what happens. So you see that? You see how it went up and then just started leveling out and making a T, right? So that is not ideal at all. So now we'll show you their shot pattern pretty much. This is for the Vandal at least. So what I've noticed is your first 6 shots are broken into 3s. So your first 3 are going to be really tight, and then your next 3 are going to travel up a little bit, and then it's just RNG from that point. So we'll do a 6-round burst real quick. You see that? See how it's 3 is really tight, and then it just starts spreading out. After that, it pretty much starts feathering out into your T, and that's when you pretty much lose all control, and then you just spray and pray at that point. What a lot of people like to do, or what I would suggest actually, is do 3 to 6 round bursts, and just, you want to bring your mouse down as you shoot it, you know? You just want to bring your mouse down as you shoot it. Get those shots nice and tight, you know? Get them nice and centered. And then you got nothing to worry about, you know? You primarily, you don't want to, alright, let's see here. You don't want to, see, it starts getting harder as the distance goes up, you know? Which is why you would want to do like a 3-round burst at a longer distance. And then your 50. So as you can see, as the distance goes, it's harder to hold that grouping, you know, so you kind of want to do just a light tap. So another thing I want to cover is walking. A big part of this game is making sure that you don't sound like an elephant throughout the entirety of the map, right? You want to get that drop on your enemy. You want to make sure that you can get them, you can catch them off guard pretty much, right? So footsteps in this game, a lot of people use a headset. With the headset, they can hear you, you know. The maps are tiny enough to hear fairly well, right? So you see how loud these are? This is loud. It may not sound loud, but this is very, very loud. Walking around the map, you're gonna, someone all the way over there can just hear you stomping around, and if, you know, if their coordination is right, then they're just gonna know you're coming from there, and they're gonna hold that crosshair, and you're just gonna get popped as soon as you walk around it. I've noticed a lot of people like to just stomp around and treat it like Call of Duty for the most part. Maybe it's just beta, you know, maybe it's just people not knowing the game, but shift walking is what you want to do. Alright guys, that's it for this video. If you followed through it to the end, thank you so much. I plan on doing more Valorant videos. I plan on doing a whole information series on anything in this game. Maps, champions, weapons, you name it. If it's in this game, I want to cover it. And I want to cover it to the best of my ability. Now, I'm not saying I'm a pro or anything like that. I'm not saying I'm the best at this game. I'm not saying I'm the most knowledgeable. This is just me learning it as I go. And I want to put that information out there for the people that are either struggling with just starting out, or they want to get that early advantage once they get the game access. Moving forward, I want to cover things like champions and their abilities, how well they do in each scenario, either in planting the bomb, getting into a site, defusing a bomb, how well they can control an area, you name it. I want to cover it. After that, I want to move into weapons. I want to cover the weapons that you use, the weapons that you don't really use, because you know there's going to be some weapons in the buy menu that, you know, you're not really going to touch at all, like at all. Like, you're not going to buy it. I want to cover that. I want to cover what weapon fits in, you know, what scenario, you know, who uses what the meta is, I guess you could say. You know, I want to try and cover it all. And after that, I would just want to start doing clips. I want to start doing highlights. I want to do compilations, funny moments. Once we pass that information stage, I want to go into the compilation stage, the funny videos, the high skill videos, you know. I just want to have fun with it. But as of right now, this is just going to be solely information. And if you guys stick around for it, thank you so much. I appreciate it. You guys can links down below. I'm gonna put it on screen here to follow the Twitch. I stream pretty much every day with this whole coronavirus thing going on. So yeah, I look forward to building a community.